Welcome back. It's time for another book talk video. It's a Monday. That means it's Magical Monday. We're talking fantasy. I was really surprised when I looked over my Appendix in playlist recently and I realized I never made a video about Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian. So here we go. Today, I want to talk to you about my favorite Conan the Barbarian book, and that is The Coming of Conan the Cimmerian. This collection includes some of the all-time best works of Conan. It's part of a series so that you can get ultimately more and more with the other books as well. My favorite short story for Conan is The Tower of the Elephant. So I'll be happy to talk to you about The Tower of the Elephant. But first, let's talk about Robert E. Howard. He's such an interesting person in the history of literature. He is a Texan, I'm proud to say that, living in Texas myself now. He seemed like a really sad person. He spent a lot of his life kind of in isolation, living with his mom, romancing this one woman, and it seemed like I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's a really good film about his life. I will put that up on the screen, I guess. It's interesting to learn more about Robert E. Howard. So instead of talking about a Conan film today, I'll just put that up on the screen so there's something that you can watch to learn more about the author. It was as if he was using the fantasy stories to really escape some of the harshness and difficulties of living out in the middle of nowhere in Texas. And he did correspond with other authors. It's really interesting to know that he was really interested in H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos and all that. And I feel like that factored into and helped inspire The Tower of the Elephant. So let's go ahead and get into that story. Conan comes across as a barbarian thief, philosopher. Believe it or not, the films depict him as kind of a stupid barbarian thief, but really, he had a great brain, and some of the stories are about him using his brain to figure out puzzles with strategy and all of that. In this story, he is trying to steal something, but when he gets to the place, he discovers an elder being, an ancient creature in the Tower of the Elephant. It reminds me of a Cthulhu type of Elder One kind of creature because the elephant-like features with the trunk being like a tentacle and maybe the big ears being like wings of the creature. It really kind of seems Cthulhu-esque, something out of one of those stories. But Conan has to decide how to react and how to respond to the creature, and I think that shows you a good aspect of his personality and what happens in the story. I don't want to give you too many spoilers. I've already revealed that the creature's there, and that's spoilery enough, I suppose. Though it is called The Tower of the Elephant, you should be expecting something. I was expecting an actual elephant, believe it or not, the first time that I read it. So I highly recommend that short story. You can get it in a lot of different collections. You don't have to read it in this one specifically. But this collection has other great stories as well. So I think it's worth a read. That's it for today's book talk. Robert E. Howard, The Coming of Conan the Cimmerian, The Tower of the Elephant. Hope that you'll give it a shot. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.